Hello everybody, and welcome back. We are in Nordcry, which might surprise you because, as you've probably seen by the title and description, we are going to be doing the Hexenzirkel quest today. This is part of a series of videos that's going to focus on wrapping up things that released during the Luna patches before we head on into the future and future content. So today we're going to get started on those Hexenzirkel quests. Don't know how long they'll take, so maybe we won't finish them today, but I also don't have all the characters. So we'll only be doing the ones for the characters that I have, obviously. Before we do, though, we've got a couple people who want to talk to us, so let's go talk to Columbina first. I know I said a couple episodes ago that I'll probably start putting the Columbina visits into their own video, but since this one fits nicely...
What are you looking at?
In sort of the placement here, we're not quite out of Nordcry yet, so we're just gonna do this one today at least. Is that a... Chic badger? Is it chic or chick? I assume it's chic.
Huh? What's he doing here all alone? Is he looking for the damselette?
I don't like how he's lying down. Is he okay?
It kinda seems like something scared him. Come on, let's bring him inside with us.
Come on, friend. We won't hurt you. What do badgers eat? Can we get him to trust us with some berries? And he's gone. Well, farewell forever, I guess. I love how they so smoothly transition us into these special quest modes. Like, my party is gone. Co-op is disabled. You don't even realize it until a second passes, and you're like, wait a minute. Where is everybody? There she is! Oh, she's asleep. Don't want to bother her. Hello?
Mina!
Good morning? Oh, she's super asleep. Don't wake her up.
Oh, looks like she's taking an afternoon nap. Let's come back later then.
Oh, the badger wants to see her. No. No, wait.
No, wait! Don't go over there!
She's asleep. Oh my god, it's gonna eat her. I'm sorry, did it just run full force into the little moon thing?
Ouch.
Oops. Sorry, Columbina.
Aw, you slipped? Don't worry, I'm not hurt. Oh, you two are here as well.
Hi. Sorry. At this point in the timeline, for this quest, she should be unnamed so far. So, she should recuperate as much power as she can, because she's technically in the process of dying at the moment. So I'm so sorry for waking you up.
Oh, guess a moon goddess isn't immune to a few bumps and bruises.
I don't mind little critters bumping into me, so long as the kuvaki emanating from them reflects no ill intent.
That's good, but it seems like the badger wants something, you know? Otherwise it would have just left her alone. I wonder what it needs. I wonder if it has a matching red badger who is in trouble and needs help.
Did something happen? Why are you so afraid, little one?
Oh no, it was buried alive! We must rescue it. See how he tries to dig them out?
I see.
Oh, so you can understand these animals too?
Oh cool, I guess this is one that was established.
The moon shines high over Nordcry. All animals that grow beneath the light of kuvaki can be considered familiars of the moon goddess.
Interesting. In terms of other gods we've met have only had one familiar to my knowledge. But also I guess that makes sense now that we know what kuvaki actually is.
So, what did this little guy say?
That monsters have appeared where he lives. He was looking for Larua, but the monsters chased him to this area.
We can help with that.
Oh, no wonder he's so scared.
Where should we take him?
Back to Larua, I think. She will know how to handle this.
Alright, looks like it's another trip out for us. Oh, since we're heading to the Frost Moon Scions, make sure you hide extra good this time.
Ooh, is she coming with us? I guess she is. Fantastic. Columbina acquired! Let's say hello to the Kuhenki while we're here. Hello, Kuhenki. If I'm not mistaken, actually, this should be the final 5th one in our first set, right? 6th one, that is. Ooh! Awesome, it's going to be our first time completing a set. I'm excited to see what that looks like. Meet Larua. She's over there at the meeting point. Yeah, we will teleport to the teleporter instead of the waypoint because, as always, I like to have some distance to walk in. Just in case we can see things that are different. Oh, look at the meeting point all built up like that. Aaron Ruth appears to have moved as
Good
well.
idea. I'll ask Kunigunda to bring more fruit over later. She will need rest over the next 2 days.
Huh. Looks like Lauma's busy right now. Let's give her a moment.
I wonder if she will sense us over here.
I realized many years ago that the Moon Chanter is a figure of great importance to the Frost Moon Scions. Sometimes, I think their task is even harder than that of a god.
Ooh. I do love how much Columbina relies on Lauma. And I love how she recognizes a similarity in their positions. That's fantastic, particularly for early Columbina we have here, who felt so alone in the past. Now she's seeing someone in a similar position as her. That's a form of companionship, you know? Someone going through something similar to you.
She's got some free time. Let's...
My lady!
Oh.
Some of the defensive structures over here require your attention.
Busy, busy.
Of course. I'll see to that right away.
Maybe we could step forward and say, Lauma, may we speak with you quietly?
Oh, and off she goes again. She never gets a moment's rest, does she?
Oh my god. For some reason, as the camera was slowly rotating, this little piece of flower poking out from behind Paimon, this is ridiculous, but for some reason, it looked like the shape and color of Dotori's hair for a second, and I almost screamed out loud. Like, I was... I was like, why is he here? He's not here, obviously, but I was so startled. I guess I'm more on edge than I thought about that whole glitching thing at the end of the last act.
Come on, let's follow them. But keep it quiet.
It makes no sense, because obviously he wouldn't be here. Not here, not now. It just startled me. You know that thing where, like, human brains are wired to pick out human faces?
Children should not be exposed to...
I feel like that's what just happened as the background was just passing us by. I wasn't even looking at it, so out of the corner of my eye, my brain was like, that's an enemy right there. You'd better fight for your life. You expected one of these quests to be such a roller coaster of emotions. Just checking to see if there's anything special going on in the midst of this quest. Oh, wow, what a radius.
This will do. Thank you. Come night or day, may the moonlight connect us.
Sparkle.
That saying has changed from when I last heard it.
Oh, what were you accustomed to? Maybe may the moonlight protect us? I feel like connect us is nice.
Hey, that person left. Come on, now's our chance.
Lady Lauma.
No, you're kidding me.
Oh, seriously?
Should we send the badger over with a message?
Huh?
Oh, did she hear us? Good job, Paimon. Maybe she heard Paimon.
Thank you for your hard work. Excuse me for a moment. I will be back shortly.
Nice, nice. I think she heard us. Or maybe she sensed us.
There is no one around. You can come out now.
Hi, Lauma.
You knew we were here?
I love it when Paimon floats by. She just floated completely sideways.
How could I possibly miss the Kutar and her Kuvaki?
Paimon is like a hummingbird in some respects. Very impressive flying skills.
Although I'm not quite sure why you're following me. It's quite unnerving, being observed at work like this.
Sorry, Lauma. Kind of accidental.
Oh, sorry about that. We wanted to ask you about something, but the time was never right. Hopefully we didn't stress you out too much.
Oh, good. They get to deliver their own message.
Ah, I see. Understood. I'll handle it.
Thank you, Lauma. Do you need any help, or do you just want any help?
To be honest, after seeing how busy you are, Paimon kind of feels bad asking you to do more work.
I like how the badger lies down immediately. It seems very relieved that its request has been granted.
Oh, it's nothing. Such is the duty of the Moon Chanter.
Yes?
Now that you have seen all this, Kutar, What do you think of the Frost Moon Scions today?
Ooh, I wonder if she'll ask about that saying.
The atmosphere is much changed from how it was several centuries ago. It's a good kind of change.
I'm glad to hear it, and I thank you for your kind words.
Give me your hand.
Ooh, I wonder if Lauma's going to get the blessing this
You
week.
too, traveler.
Hey, double blessings.
Oh, why?
Watch and be amazed, Lauma. But you know, now that I'm thinking about it, isn't she expending some of her energy every single time she does this?
I like the current prayer you use around here.
Oh, good.
Come night or day, may the moonlight connect us.
And there we go. Blessing time? Yep, there it is. That's so cool. I bet Lauma is delighted to receive some moonlight. Ooh! We got stuff. I think they're blueprints? Wait, is that what I think it is? This. Oh my god, yes, those flowers? We can make the flowers now? Oh my god, I'm going to put that everywhere in my teapot. You're kidding me. That's super cool. Okay, well, I guess that's all for that one. Do we suppose Lauma is someone we can talk to now? Get a little special interaction, and then we will definitely go right back to Silvermoon Hall. And see if Columbina's there. Last time we did get a special encounter. I believe it was last time. Oh, she is here, but that's not this quest. That's the other quest. That's the quest that keeps on questing. I have no idea what quest that is, but every single time I talk to Lauma, that quest has more quest to give. It's these, isn't it? The blueprint we just got? That's awesome. Alrighty, I'm not seeing her. Oh, but we should check with the Kuhenki, actually. Wait, actually there is something over there. Wait a second. And I'm noticing I don't have my party again. Is it always like that in this hall, or...? Oh, it's apples. Is it a book? I'm going somewhere a little further out today. Or approximately. For her voice. Interesting. I'm going somewhere a little further out today? Does that mean if I looked for her further afield, I could find her? Alright, record keeping Kuhenki. Can we see the records? Okay. Man, these drawings are gorgeous. I love the way that they do the values. Oh, interesting. Right, it did look different, because it used to look like this. Now it looks like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps again, so I assume it will be the same over here. We did one! Finally! Probably like 10 or 12 months after the system came out, we have completed one set of it. Delightful. Well, thank you very much, Columbina. We look forward to seeing you again. So, with that all being done, let's go talk to Nicole. I've been debating whether or not we should talk to Nicole before or after the Hexi quests, and I've decided let's do it before. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. That feels a little fitting. We can have a conversation with the witch and then do some witch's homework. And that reminds me, while we're here, I hit 90%, so I can upgrade. Great. Let's do it while we're here, because I'm a little concerned. Last time I upgraded one of these to the max level, a quest started. Let's make sure. Nope, never mind. We just got an achievement. Rewards. Ooh, nice, nice. Oh, super cool. They always do this to me. They always do this to me. Max upgrade for our thingy. You know, the thingy. Okay. And here we go. Look for Nicole. She's no longer standing in front. She finally went inside. I came back a couple times to check on the meeting point as I was working on my exploration, and she was always standing right here looking at that wall. I still don't know what's so fascinating about that wall. Nicole? Oh, she's upstairs again. Someone mentioned...
Door, right? Let's hurry up and find Nicole!
Oh my god, it's the final one. Someone mentioned, in the comments, thank you for mentioning, that after doing this one, a 4th painting pops up. And so I came in and I took a look, and there it is. It's the same setting, obviously, as that one. But it's different. Now, what it's meant to replicate or to symbolize, I'm not entirely sure. Because, let's see, this one's portrait, this one's landscape. This one obviously mimics the real world setting. Though the things on the table are different from when we go there, I believe. And this one is much more artistic. It looks stormy. It looks ethereal. It looks like it's not in this world. It's very magical with the items floating around. I only see 5 chairs, maybe? Is that meant to represent the remaining members, even if they're not all present? I am curious. And over here we've got the original, possibly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 chairs, I think. On the right here, I'm not sure if that's a chair or just a part of the umbrella. But curious. So yes, thank you for pointing out that there was a new painting. I feel like it's meant to, possibly, those paintings and the way they're even arranged is meant to represent the passage of time and the change within the Hexenzirkel over those years. Ooh. Wind gust.
Look at the time! What am I going to do now? They'll be here any minute.
Oh ho ho ho, one step ahead of you. Unfortunately, we are here now.
Hello, Nicole, we're here! Hey, why are you pushing us out?
I don't think she's ready yet.
Oh dear. I'm sorry about this.
Aren't you ready yet?
Oh, how should I put this? Oh, blast. I'm afraid I can't explain it very clearly. I'll have to tell you the whole story.
Oh, please do. If you don't mind, please start with the creation of Tevat. I think that will give us the full context we need. You know, just every single detail from that point on, I would appreciate. I mean, if you wanted to give us a prologue even before Tevat, I'll take it.
It all started
Yes?
the first time
Ooh.
the mages challenged the Animo Archon.
Actually, no, seriously, I'll bite. Tell me everything.
Nicole, that's way too long ago!
Paimon, shh. Just listen, Paimon.
Oh, this isn't fair. It's so embarrassing that you'd end up having to hear this from my own mouth. No, it can't be helped. The facts are the facts. Just so long as Alice doesn't hear about this, there's no reason for anyone to laugh.
Alice, I'm sorry, Nicole, I hate to break it to you. I think Alice knows everything, sees everything, hears everything, so I think you're doomed. But she won't hear it from us, if that's any consolation.
Oh dear, her inner monologue's leaking out again. Besides, it's not really coming from her own mouth.
Shh, Paimon.
I decided to hide the feathers at the top of the study. I figured if I made things harder, there'd be a greater sense of accomplishment.
But then the wind didn't want to help you out because of the conflict back then, but there's a wind gust right there.
But I'm really not very good at controlling these carefree eddies. I can only fly so high before I seem to hit an invisible ceiling.
Wait, no way, really? Is this leftover tension from when the mages first challenged Venti? I kind of doubt it. Because it's Venti. I don't think he'd hold on to a grudge for that long. At least not against the Hexenzirkel. But it could possibly be that even if he doesn't hold a grudge, he does have to kind of not exactly help them out too much. Because that's the way things are at the moment. I don't even know. Nicole seems to be the one controlling this wind at the moment. But how does this connect to the fight with the Animo Archon?
Can't you use magic to bring the feathers back down?
Where would be the fun in that?
Okay.
Oh, Paimon sees your point. Huh. That sure is a tricky one.
Nicole, could you try saying something?
What do you want me to say?
In Simulanka, words are magic. Maybe you could say something that will become a staircase.
Oh, I get what you're saying. All right, I'll give it a try.
Ooh, I wonder if we'll get to see some of her magic. Continue onward. It's the Forgotten Lighthouse is the name of this particular Nicole quest, which is interesting. I presume we're meant to go upwards through the wind. These carefree eddies, as she said. We are indeed quite high up. There's the feather. There's a path over there. Maybe we can take the books themselves? Oh, whoa. No! no! The books are hiding from us. I want to read the books. Ooh, map. This is Mondstadt. Oh my god, wait, I want a good angle. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that later. I think this might match the one that's in Jean's office. The one that everyone says is different because Klee, or possibly Alice, blew up certain parts of Mondstadt. Just looking at this, you can tell that Cider Lake in the north looks different currently than it does in this picture. You know, there's more open space in the current Mondstadt, current Cider Lake. I'm noticing that our island is gone. Hello, island. Where'd you go? This is Mondstadt, right? I assume so. It looks like it. You can even see the snow of Dragonspine. But the general shape of even Starsnatch Cliff looks a little different. Maybe we're slightly more south than I expect, in which case Crab Island might be just out of view, actually, on the top right. But in any case, I want to take a screenshot of that and up the brightness so I can see it better.
Oh, this is a dead end!
We can be creative about this.
Leave it to me.
Oh my god, what does it say? What does that say? Oh my god. Is now the moment? Is now the time that I finally look up the Tevat script? Because it honestly might be. Yeah, okay. Is this they? They? If this is Y, that's a Y. Here's another T. HT? That doesn't make much sense in English. Oh, this would be the same word as here. What's another four-letter word in... would this be in English or in Latin, though? This word is here, here, and here. This is the same... Oh, wait. It's all the same word. I mean, this and this and this, and that and that and that. HT. If this is not HT, then this is not TH, you know? Okay. I'm going to try to look up this script without spoiling anything. Tevat language. What would you even call this that I'm looking for? Guide? Ha 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 ha. Okay. I just went into images and I found a lot of grids that have the letters and the symbols. Perfect, no spoilers there. Okay, I'll take it. So, let's do some matching. First of all, I'm going to check if my theory is correct. Oh, E! Really? I am so excited about this, honestly. I've been wanting to do this for months and months. Okay, I'm delighted. Let's see. That first symbol is an E? And the second one is an M. Okay, yeah. And then O. E-M-O? And that's not a Y. Could it be a T? No? An I. E-M-O-I? Oh god, is this in Latin? I don't recognize that root, though. So E-M... That is an E, right? Yeah. And that's an M, right? Yeah. E-M-O-Y... M-E... I'm gonna start writing this down so I don't forget what I've gotten so far. That's an L. Interesting. I never would have guessed that. L and then E again? Then S? Oh, it is. S. S-E-I? I believe so. So, Emoi Melissae. Yeah, it looks like, almost looks Greek, actually. Because that makes me think of multiple things. Melissae reminds me of Melzine, actually. I wonder if it's anything like, a nymph? Could it be of an angel? I don't know what the equivalent of angel would be in Greek, even if there was one. Let's see what happens if we throw this into a translator. If you put it into a translator for Latin to English, it says, I am a honeysuckle. But I think this is Greek. Yeah, it says, talk to me. That seems more right if you try to translate this from Greek. It says, talk to me. I think that seems more accurate than the Latin one. Because Emoi, that sounds really Greek to me. And Melissae also sounds very Greek to me.
Whoa!
And because these are built by Nicole's words, right? Was the idea. Talk to me? I think it's perfect.
Leave it to me, leave it to me, leave it to me.
Is that what she's saying? Is leave it to me turning into these steps? Oh, that's cool.
You're just repeating yourself.
I mean, it's working. Fascinating. Is it just because she's an angel that her words themselves are able to create constructs, become physical? Or is she throwing a little bit of Hexiray magic in there? Oh my god, I fell. Fenty, save me! Oh my god, those books floating away was a little scary, not going to lie.
Let light shine the way ahead.
And let's see. Yeah, the phrase changed. Okay. Let light shine the way ahead. Okay, well, give me another 5 minutes to translate this. I'm guessing it's going to be something similar to that phrase, just, you know, in Greek. We have L-A-M-E, lamp. Wow. E-T-O, lampetto. O-S-L. Yeah, so that means nothing in Greek. Lampetto to fossil. But if you put it into Latin, it becomes I am a lamp to the fossil. Lampetto? Really? Okay. But what fossil reminds me of is like phosphorus. And remember in Economia, following Celes gets you... Isn't it phosphorus and Hesperides or something? An achievement with that name. Wait! Oh, I can't check. I'm in a domain right now. Basically, she's lighting the way. I'll take it. Okay. Oh god. Oh, it's moving! I was about to try to fly over. I was very much missing our dear Venti with his gliding ability. And his current ability. Go up from here. Okay, this one I might not translate. The next one. I'll translate it on my own time just for fun, but I don't think it's really, necessary for uncovering any secrets in the current context. Wow, these things are very hard to step onto, apparently. I appear to be just choosing all the worst angles. Please come back! I think for me, the thing I'm most curious about is this an ability she has as an angel of this world? To speak her words into existence in this world? Or is it because of Hexenzirkel? Oh wait, that looks really cool actually. Oh no, oh no. Why? Why? Let me just say why. Why and why. I was distracted by the writing. That looks really cool. Actually, okay, I'm sorry. I'm so curious. I'm gonna translate this one too. Is that A-S-A? No, A something A-S. Okay, this one very much does not look like a real word in either language. But then again, I could definitely be wrong. So, we're throwing it in. It's nothing in Latin. Let's try Greek. It's also confused by Greek. Did I translate this wrong? That U is throwing me off. I wonder if it's meant to be a V? Nope, that's definitely a U. Alrighty, I'm not getting anything from this one, actually. The word I'm getting is spelled A-U-A-S-T-E-T-H-I, which is not translating to anything, and does look like, it looks like it's misspelled. So if anybody happens to know what word this is supposed to be, and... Ah! No, 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 no! Wants to share, please do. Is it a name? Or maybe I got one of the letters wrong, but...
Whoa!
I'm just curious.
So big!
Please help me, oh Nicole.
All things may serve as guides. The scriptures filled with names divine. The words and chapters intertwine, and angels act with deeds aligned. In this sacred place, let words forge the path ahead.
This is really cool. This is so cool. Stairway of Words. I feel like Nicole maybe just discovered a new skill.
All taken care of.
It might be limited to within this domain. You know, her home. But I feel like she got a little bit of a power-up. Gorgeous. So once again, I'm going to assume that these words correspond to what she just said. It's really fun to translate things. And here's our feathers. And we get a fun little chest again. Is she around here, Nicole? I'm going to trust that we'll get to speak with her afterwards.
Treasure! Woohoo! This is so much fun! But, oh, Paimon's head really is pounding.
Ooh.
Seriously, did Nicole actually need to shout that loud just to make those stairs appear?
Oh, it's the psychic consequence of listening to Nicole again.
What's this? Complaining now, are we?
Oh.
Aren't you worried a powerful mage like me might snap her fingers and turn those new trinkets into turnips?
Do not intimidate my dear Paimon, if you would please. But Paimon didn't mean anything by it. Come on, don't take it to heart.
I'm only joking with you. You should know I'm not the silent, sulking sort of angel that keeps track of every little slight.
That's good. Once again, she's suddenly very intimidating.
And so, when their day of reckoning finally arrived, the Traveler and Paimon ascended the 7-tiered steps to find a familiar figure awaiting them.
Are you saying you're going to be our judge when the day finally comes?
Radiant flames converged to form wings upon her back. Her figure remained as noble and beautiful as the day they first met. Yet her eyes now shone with a cruel light.
All shall love you and despair, is it?
But why? Asked the Traveler and Paimon in unison.
Please be careful with this story you're telling. We just established that your words can become real things, and we just did a whole quest about the magic of storytelling. Please don't doom us to fiery judgment.
It all started the day Paimon complained that I shouted too loudly.
Hey! Words are magic here, don't you know? Don't say such scary things!
Exactly. I laugh, but I'm a little nervous. Especially if Paimon thinks also that this is a little concerning. Oh, 2 new quests, really? Because if this is the last, what do you even call this? Witch's Lodge quest? And we just got a new one. I think we're finishing up the last quest and we got something new for afterwards. I don't think it's her Hexyray quest because I don't have her for Hexyray. But still, I'm just happy to get to talk to her again. I jest, Nicole. I know you would never burn me to a fiery crisp. Please don't.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Always good to see you.
But it's not time for a drawn-out, deeply emotional, tearful goodbye just yet. After all, you haven't finished your tour of my little lodge.
Haven't we? Wasn't that all of the rooms?
Paimon could swear we've been in all the rooms already.
Is there a basement? Is there an attic?
Well, I never actually said there were no secret hidden rooms, did
Ha
I?
ha ha ha.
Us mages like our little fancies, you know. You should be used to this by now.
Oh, fantastic work. Ooh.
This way, if you please.
Whoa. I mean, it's one thing that this room, supposedly, goes towards the front door, and there's no physical space for this room to fit if you're looking at the house from the outside. But a little bit of witch's magic here and there is not unexpected. But now it appears to be going to a different realm entirely. Is that outside? Is that somewhere else? Oh, I feel like she's showing us what it used to look like. Oh! This looks like the opening loading screen. This looks like Celestia. Is this where the angels used to dwell? Look at those domes. Those look like chambers that you could stand within. Nicole?
It's beautiful.
Where have you taken us?
Did you use your magic to transport us somewhere else again?
It's not exactly like the loading screen.
Of course not, Paimon. You're still very much in my lodge. But who's to say my lodge can't also contain this beautiful world?
Because look at all the plants and the pillars have different designs to them. Whoa! And what's this?
As one of the fixed observation points for changes in the world, I require it to have excellent visibility. Just as a sculptor needs a chisel, a writer needs both pen and ink.
A fixed observation point. Did she make this? Was it bequeathed to her by the one who made angels? Did other angels used to reside here? I feel like, based off of what we've seen from these quests so far, this is probably, potentially, where she used to live with those other angels. One of the fixed observation points. That is so cool.
My achievements in those two fields of art may well be up for debate, but when it comes to my main line of work, I take things very seriously indeed. The fate of Teyvat has been shaken more and more frequently as of late. I'm sure you felt it too. Sometimes I can't help but think, if I still had the form, power, and abilities I once possessed, I'd be able to do so much more than I can right now.
That is interesting. Because one of the key things about Nicole is that she is an angel who has retained her original form and power, compared to the other angels such as Celes, right? And she's one of very few that have managed that, and managed to keep her mind as well. But now she's saying that she hasn't. So that brings to mind a thought, which is that the angel system that was implemented by whoever it was, you know, potentially the Heavenly Principles, potentially another one of the Shades, potentially a secret third option, as always. Way back in the day, there must have been dozens, if not hundreds, of angels. But then, after the, we can say, betrayal of the first angel, the curse was laid upon them instead. And even though those angels then fell into Celes, no new angels were created to replace them. So, not only were they punished for the actions of the first angel, but whoever created them decided that it wasn't worth it to replace them with something else. Originally, they were meant to guide humanity, right? Kind of strengthen the... My imagination is, they're meant to strengthen the loyalty of humans to the Heavenly Principles by acting as those guides and the voices of the divine, right? And yet that system was never maintained after the betrayal. And now Nicole is saying that even though she's not a Seelie, she's actually not in possession of not even just the power, but also the form of what she once had? Interesting. So did that power just fade away because it wasn't being supplied by her creator? Wasn't being supported? Or has she sacrificed to those things for certain outcomes? Maybe a bit of both?
But I soon shake those thoughts from my head. If things were how they were before, I'd have so many more restrictions placed on me by the heavens.
Oh, curious. Yeah, there's a trade-off there. Less power, but more freedom. Man, look at this place. Wow! I'm so curious about these. Are they mirrors through which you can see the world or something? Windows?
The thought of having that many things I can't even talk about makes it seem like a terrible trade-off. I mean, how would I tell stories without the freedom to say what I want?
Actually, from this angle, they just look like stones. But yeah, there we go. What's more important to her is the freedom. What's the point of having all this knowledge that she has if she can't share it?
That's why I've never once regretted the price I paid, or any of the choices I've taken.
Interesting.
I wanted to become human, to live like a regular person. But such a life is a luxury. I can't forget that I'm an angel. Even if I were stuck being an angel in silence, I'd still fulfill my duties. Defending civilization. Defending life. Oh dear. Have I started talking too seriously again? Perhaps it's because of where we are.
That little smirk, that little smile. I think she wants us to ask where we are. Nice segue. We will be asking you about that. But at the same time, please feel free to speak seriously. We want to hear your thoughts. Feel free to share your burdens, you know?
I'm actually quite happy with my angelic side. You could even say I'm proud of it.
These are incredible. Gorgeous. Look at this place.
Huh, so you should be. You don't get involved much, but when you do, we all know we're You're in safe hands.
You deserve to be proud.
You really feel that way? As long as you see me as someone to rely on, then I know I'm doing a fantastic job.
Of course you are.
It's getting late. Here, take my blessings and continue on your adventure. Never be afraid of losing your way, and never forget you have an angel watching over you.
Thank you for sharing this place with us, Nicole. It is gorgeous. And more importantly, I feel like we're being shared, or a piece of a secret is being shared with us. On the other hand, an interesting thought just popped in my mind, which is, for a long time, I wondered about the name Angel Share in Mondstadt. You know, before we knew that Seelies were angels, I was wondering, where did the concept of angels in this world come from? Hey, that's fun. And now that we know more about angels and their roles in this world and in history, I still wonder, why is the Angel Share named the Angel Share? A lot of people in the comments, and I think in some stream chats as well, have mentioned that there's a certain teapot on the table in Diluc's Manor at the Dawn Winery. So there's quite potentially, if almost obliquely confirmed, a connection between Diluc's family and the Hexenzirkel. I wonder what that is exactly. Oh my god, why did she suddenly look at me? Oh, okay, bye. Never mind. Because obviously, it's not that, like, you know, he's descended from Nicole, because if that was true, she'd probably be a Seelie. But it could be something else similar. You know, naturally, we've learned about Diluc's dad, Krapus, but not his mother. So the next natural thought is, I wonder if his mother was part of the Hexenzirkel. But some counterpoints to that are, hasn't he earned the favor of Alice? Diluc, that is. We saw those letters from her during Hidden Strife, was it called? And we know that he's helped look after Klee, I believe, is how he earned her attention and appreciation. And she's kind of taken him under her wing a little bit. But so that could be, you know, that could explain the Hexenzirkel tie. Because the other thing that comes to mind about, you know, maybe Diluc's mother was involved is the Angel Share. Am I correct in saying that that's been in their family for generations? When was the Angel Share founded? Because if it was built by Diluc's dad, or to be specific, if it was named by Diluc's dad, then that might point in the direction of Diluc's mother having an interesting backstory, shall we say. But if it's been in their family for generations, it might be that in previous generations, their family had some sort of connection to an angel, at least. I wonder, is there anywhere in the game where I can learn more about that? About their family's past and or the Angel Share? I'm thinking about, like, Mondstadt history at this point, because I remember in Venti's story quest, in the story about his bard friend, there was the person with the red hair who probably is a ancestor of Diluc's, would be my guess, right? That's the point of having that really distinctive red hair, and I think it was even in a similar style to Diluc's and Krapus's. And so I wouldn't be surprised if that person was their ancestor. And then, with that family having such a long lineage in Mondstadt, I could see the connection to angels maybe having been a very ancient one. But nothing is coming to mind. Even with all the new materials I've been reading lately, those new, Ascension materials and talent materials. So yeah, if there's anywhere in the game that I can go to learn more about maybe Diluc's family's connection to the Hexenzirkel and or to angels, and specifically the Angel Share, that'd be really cool if anybody has any suggestions for something I should read. Anyways, aside, let's talk to Nicole.
I understand if you want to stay a while. After all, the scenery here exists only in my memories. You won't find it anywhere else.
Really? Really? Nowhere else? Interesting. Because, you know, obviously this looks a lot like the loading screen. But at the same time, it definitely looks super different. Having looked at that loading screen almost every single day for, oh my god, nearly 3 years at this point. I mean, that's nothing compared to a lot of you guys who have been playing this game for 6 years, but you can tell immediately that this is different. Oh god, that one in the distance there, with the lighting on it being how it is, and the panels on the side look blue, like these blue panels here. That one looks like a nail. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh god, suddenly it feels very sinister. Look at those clouds, though. That's so cool, because you don't see clouds like that often in Tevat. Ooh, this one's red. Yeah, the red is interesting. It's almost Kuvaki themed, with the red stonework here, and the blue out there. Anyways, thank you, Nicole, for sharing this with us again. I really appreciate it. It's such a treat to look at. I don't even know if we'll get the opportunity to come back here ever. Like, you know, this might be the only time we're allowed to be here. But it's just so nice. I mentioned at some point a while ago that I really love going to museums. Particularly art museums, but any museums. Because I love looking at ancient objects and reading the little description and just thinking about how many humans must have encountered that thing and how many hands and how many stories it must have passed through before it came to where it is today. And so being in a place like this kind of gives me a similar feeling. I'm really enjoying just being here because it feels like I am witnessing a part of a story that is truly ancient in how long it's been in existence, you know? And it feels like that story is still continuing, and now we get to be a part of it too. Man, I should go to museums more often. It's been a long time since I've been to a museum. Thank you, Nicole! I wonder if that will stay open, actually. Kind of feels like it. Okay, I guess we're done here. We did have another quest pop up. I wonder if I can find that. This? Okay, there is something else here. But since we've gone, oh my god, an extremely long time without even starting our Hexi quest, maybe we will, oh my god, another viewpoint. Maybe we will split these Hexi things into 2 episodes. We'll do some today, and we'll do some tomorrow. And the ones that we do tomorrow will additionally have Nicole in it. See, that's about what I was expecting. Something for the final level of the meeting point.
My oh my. The final product has exceeded all my expectations. If anyone actually does stumble in here by mistake, I'm sure they will be truly awe-inspired by this mage's might.
If someone really does end up here by accident, will you guide them to fulfill their wishes?
Well, that all depends on the sort of person they are.
I feel like that's a very fair response.
Guidance can encourage complacency and entitlement if you're not careful. If someone is eager to rely on their own abilities like you do, then I'll gladly help them. But if they're the type of person who pins all their hopes on the mage's power while doing none of the work themselves...
She looked disappointed, and then she ended up laughing once again. You're a little scary sometimes, Nicole. On the other hand, that is a gorgeous shot. Look at the lighting on her hair. Oh, I love it.
Would you really turn them into a statue?
No, nothing like that. But I would guide them out of this place to the nearby Curatorium of Secrets. I'm sure Nefer would know how to deal with them much better than I do.
Yeah, I'm sure she could definitely come up with something.
Those who seek to reap without sowing ought to pay the price, don't you think?
Indeed. I love these insights into her character. You know, she's not someone who will simply give and give. She is someone who has her own judgments as well. That's pretty cool. What's on your mind?
The past. As everyone knows. Well, actually, hardly anyone knows. Anyway, when the angels were destroyed, they had to sacrifice either their preferred form or their power.
Oh. When the angels were destroyed, are you talking about when they were turning into Seelies? Or is this what happened to you?
I chose to keep both. But from another point of view, you could say I lost both. I remain human enough in appearance, but I will always be fundamentally different.
I wonder how she was able to keep both. What other thing did she sacrifice in order to do so? Maybe her voice.
For instance, what human could exist for thousands of years without going at least a little mad? Not to mention dying. Meanwhile, I've lived so long that I can't help but miss the way things used to be once in a while.
You mean you miss being an angel?
Not exactly. I led a pretty boring life back then, especially compared to now. But I did have a lot of friends around. It was a lively time. If I had to pinpoint what I'm nostalgic for, it's not any one friend in particular, nor is it the time I spent as an angel. Rather, I simply miss the race of angels as a whole.
I think she means, you know, the community, the family. Being around other people like her, going through the same things as her. That sort of thing, you know? Particularly because the other angels would have been just as long-lived as her. So she wouldn't have to worry about losing them to the passage of time, at least. Ah, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Well, thank you for your time, Nicole. I will see you again shortly for that other quest. But for now, we have done our weekly timed things! Hooray! So, let's get on to Hexenzirkel. We have about an hour left. We can probably get at least 2 done, maybe 3. Whose should we do? I know whose I want to do first. And I think I know how to get into that quest menu without looking at the events menu. I think if I go here, and I go here. So, really quick, let's see who we have. Oh wait, if I take this, actually, it will show me who I have, right? Amazing. So, these are all of our friends here. And I'm pretty sure this shouldn't be spoilery anymore, because I looked up when these came out in terms of the Archon quests, and they came out, was it Luna 3? And that's the patch that I'm on Archon quest-wise, so we should be good to go. And I've done those 2 Archon quests, I mean, so we should be good to go. And I want to do them before Lantern Rite, and I'm super, super excited about the combat buffs, so on and so forth. Albedo's we've already done. Oh yeah, I reviewed it so I could remember what happened. We went to his laboratory on Dragonspine. We met a cat named Sebas, who was made by Granddaughter, and could be seen as either his older brother or the butler. Interesting facts from there were Sebas mentioned that he maintains a giant house. So there was a giant house that Albedo lived in with Granddaughter at one point. And then Sebas said he was going to go to Mondstadt to drop off a message for somebody else from Granddaughter. And I'm guessing that's Durin. So we should do Durin's next, because that flows from the one that we've already done, and from the quest we just did for Durin. Additionally, the other thing is that Granddaughter left a gift for Albedo on the table. And I'm not quite sure what that gift was. It might have been the next task that she gave to him, because basically Albedo was saying during paralogism, he kind of came up with an answer to the task that Granddaughter had left to him, which is basically find a meaning for your life, right? And so since he finished that one, she gave him another one, which is find new questions, basically. So I'm unsure if that's the gift, you know, a new mission in life, or if there was something else left behind for him. So let me know your thoughts if you guys have some. With that being said, let's do Durin's. Accept quest. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Yeah, inside the witch's dictionary, you discover an unusual message that must be delivered to Durin. And I'm thinking that's going to be Sebas's message from Granddaughter. Let's go. I'm so excited. Even though we did Albedo's Hexi quest as soon as we got him, basically, I have not once used a single Hexi buff in battle because of, I don't have any other Hexi characters, and you need 2 of them to activate a buff. Now, we did we have Albedo's buff activated at one point because we were using, like, a trial version in an event? There he is! Oh, whoa. Immediately teleported into the library.
Hey, Durin! So this is where you've been!
Hi, Durin. How are you doing? Are you wearing the new outfit? I think he is. Look at the horns.
Oh, Traveler.
He is.
Paimon. What are you doing here?
How have you been? I'm assuming it's been like a couple days since the last quest.
The real question is, what are you doing cooped up in here reading a book? The weather's nice out there, you know.
He's doing his homework.
Oh, well, ever since I've had more chances to interact with the people of Mondstadt, I've been having trouble telling when people are joking.
Look at him. He's... Oh my god, he looks fantastic. I love how it's just subtly different enough that he feels new, even though the majority of his design hasn't changed. Speaking of the people of Mondstadt, though, did you reintroduce yourself? Did everyone remember you?
For example, I saw a beautiful flower the last time I was at the florist, so I told the shopkeeper, and she said,
Oh no, was it Flora?
if you like these weeds so much, you should add some mint and sweet flowers and make it a bouquet. So I did as she said. And when I showed her the finished bouquet, she gave me a frankly terrifying look.
You have a unique perspective, Darren. Feels like she's the one with the issue here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
Later,
Flora's
Albedo
scary.
opined that this happened because I have trouble understanding the meaning behind words. So after I learned the Mondstadt script, he told me I could come here and read.
Oh my goodness, he can read! I'm so proud.
I was born from a storybook, so I felt that these books might be able to teach me more about the rules of this world.
I feel like if you've started with Albedo's advanced alchemy textbooks and research studies, you will definitely be learning about the rules of the world, but I don't know if they're the ones you're looking for.
And, well, I guess I lost track of time. So, did you guys need something?
Friends do often drop by just to say hi, Darren. But we are here at the Hexenzirkel's behest. Well, I'm gonna go with the first one.
Oh, I see. That's another rule learned, then.
Because I want to say hi to him.
Yep. That said, we did have business we needed to discuss, right?
Did we? Oh, this probably ties back to the quest that starts the Hexi quests. Which is one we just finished last time, right? It's about the donations to the library with the books?
Yeah, we have a message to pass along from Rhindaughter.
Ooh! That's very cool looking. Where's Sebast, though?
Oh, it's from Aunt Rhindaughter?
That's... That reaction kind of... It makes a lot of sense, but it also kind of makes me sad. Calling her Aunt Rhindaughter when she was the one who originally created him. But then the version of him that she originally created, well, we know how that story went. And now he's a little bit nervous to face her. Yeah, that's very understandable. Are you okay? Don't be nervous.
No, I'm just surprised. Rhindaughter is my mom's friend, and the mother of the dragon that once existed in my stead.
Indeed. I'm suddenly feeling very protective of him.
I supplanted him, took the fate that should have been his. So if she dislikes me, well, I'm not sure what I'd do.
I don't think she holds it against you. And either way, you have us. She better not hold it against him. I will fight Rhindaughter. I will.
Yeah, we're here for you. But seriously, Paimon doesn't think it's anything bad.
Again, it better not be. But also, sadly, I kind of feel like Rhindaughter doesn't care enough for it to be anything bad.
That does make me feel better.
Let's just see what it is.
Well, I guess I should open it.
Ooh. What is it with books eating us these days? I had a much more fun, a much more trust-filled time going into Anya's books.
Where are we? Did this stupid dictionary transport us to some weird place again?
Rather than Rhindaughter's book. What do you mean again? This must pop up in other Hexi quests is my guess.
My mom's scent. I sense it here.
Oh, cool.
Whoa! Here comes a strange cat!
Is it Sebas? There you are! He is very cute. He's very distinguished. We meet again, Sebas. Also, I should mention, I've been talking about doing Albedo's Hexi quest a lot. We did that in a stream. The stream in which I got Albedo as a character. So if you're wondering why you haven't seen that video. It might be because it's on the VOD channel. I guess I'll link it down below. But yeah, so that's where that video is. If you wanted some context there. Hi, Sebas.
I have a message to deliver on Master Rhindotter's behalf.
There it is. That's what I was expecting.
Ahem.
He's so
This
sparkly.
is the first time we're meeting, so I'm not sure how to address you. But since you're Hem's child, I suppose I'll stick with Mini Durin.
Okay, that is interesting. That is very interesting. Rhyndotter is a very complex character. Albedo mentioned something during Paralogism along the lines of, it wasn't until she fused with Naberius that she was able to feel, like, content or satisfied in a way that sort of calmed her insatiable drive of experimentation. I assume she's still out there researching and experimenting, but she had something bothering her basically her whole life, it sounded like. That she wasn't able to settle, at least partially, until she fused with Naberius. I assume there's more going on there. I assume that's not completely resolved. But he mentioned that about her. And now we're here. And what immediately stands out to me is it sounds like she hesitated before saying M's child. And the fact that she is sticking with Mini Durin, she could just call him Durin. But she's going for Mini Durin, even though that's not a name he really uses anymore. So I think what this tells me is that she is a little bothered by the fact that he is no longer her child. And she doesn't want to call him Durin because Durin is her son. And she doesn't feel comfortable using that name for him because he's no longer her son. If that's the case...
This is the first time we're meeting, so I'm not sure how to address you. But since you're Hem's child, I suppose I'll stick with Mini Durin.
Then that means she actually cared about Durin, original Dragonspine Durin, a lot more than I expected. Or at least she came to. And I can definitely see that being the case with her character. I can see her caring, but then since she basically sent him off to die, she maybe forces herself not to acknowledge that care too much to avoid the heartbreak. At the same time, I could see her having grown to care more about him over time as she has changed as a person and realized she regrets what happened with original Durin, but I don't know, that's a lot of conjecture that I don't want to lock in until we know more about her character. But yeah, that hesitation before she said M's child was huge. At the same time, the way she said Mini Durin, I do like, because even though she's choosing a name that deliberately distinguishes him from her Durin, there is a sense of respect to it. It sounds like, on some level, she is doing that to acknowledge that he is a new person. He is his own person, which is fantastic. I don't think she's superimposing original Durin on top of him, basically at all. She's acknowledging that connection, but also that he's a new Durin. That's great. That's really interesting. That's a great delivery of this line.
Though you appear smaller than the Durin that came before you, that same strength flows through your veins, not a drop less.
Good to know.
He was a child of Humus, an incomplete creation. Thus he lacked the will to control his own strength.
Oh. Yeah, again, I think she... After everything went down with Durin and Mondstadt, I think she reflected on it. And basically asked herself, where did she go wrong? And this might be the conclusion she came to. Because I don't think she would have sent him out into the world if she knew this before letting him go. If she knew that he couldn't control his own strength before letting him go, why on earth would she let him go? Then again, she's done a lot of suspect things. But yeah, just from her tone of voice, I'm kind of hoping that after everything happened, maybe even after she fused with Naberius and had a little bit more steadiness to her own self, she looked back on it. She thought on it again. And this is her conclusion.
Yet this power was beyond what he could withstand, and so it twisted him, consumed him, thus sealing his ultimate fate.
And that is itself very interesting. That's what happened, huh?
Albedo claims that you have transcended this tainted blood, becoming a being much like himself. That is his opinion. I remain unconvinced.
Oh, this feels like a trial about to happen.
I trust only the facts. Only that which I see for myself.
Oh, here we go.
So take this chance, child of M. Prove yourself to me.
Oh, look at that! That's so cool! Is this a trial?
Where did all these monsters come from?
It sure is. Oh, interesting party here.
Is this the proof you need, Aunt Rhine-daughter? Very well. I'll show you what I can do.
Alright, just wanted to protect him a little bit.
Okay! New life!
Okay. I think he'll do just fine by himself. Oh my god.
Is surging to the surface.
Yeah, look at him go. Wait a second. What on earth did they give me? Naturally, he had R3? Oh, this is the new set. Is that recommended for him? That's interesting. Aw, my Durham was overwritten. Oh no, there he is. Because I've got him over here on Noblesse. Oh, it is recommended for him for probably a DPS build. Because this is elemental burst damage and increases party members' attack. This is very much a support artifact set. Yeah, and this is definitely a DPS set. Oh, fascinating. Any constellations? Yeah, C3, of course. Let's get that shield back up. Oh, look at his sword sparkling. That means Hexi Ray is active, isn't it? Wow, wow. Impressive, Durin.
Looks like Albedo wasn't mistaken after all.
The ghosties.
Next time, maybe don't ambush us with a bunch of monsters just to prove a point.
I mean, to be fair, those weren't very scary monsters.
Still,
He was kind of being nice to
feel
us.
like I can control my power more freely now that we've defeated them.
Oh, he's learning by leaps and bounds every day, isn't he?
After hearing about you, I prepared a technique that would seal the dark power in your blood. I had planned to take this opportunity to pass it on to you.
Ooh.
Of course, using it comes with a price. While it would maintain your existence in Tevat, it would also weaken your connection to this world.
Interesting, particularly with the additional information about that connection that we got from his story quest.
And you are M's child, when all is said and done. How could I allow that uncontrolled power to send you down the same path as the child who came before you? But seeing you now, it appears my concerns were misplaced. M was a terrific mother, and a far more capable one than I.
Oh my god. Whoa.
And I must admit, I'm rather curious to see how far you can go. How will you, an alchemical being truly integrated with this world, find your place in human society? I've never conducted an experiment like this before. As such, you may yet hold the key to some unexpected answers.
And this is so cool. Okay, the fact that we're actually speaking with Rhine-daughter, particularly because, I mean, it was implied when Sebas was passing the message along to Albedo that it was a pre-recorded message, basically. But in this instance, we are definitely speaking to her somewhat directly, aren't we? Because she observed that trial just now. And she's responding to our conversation.
Hey!
Whoa.
You got one thing wrong there. Dora's not an experiment. He's our friend.
Let me review. Yes, indeed. I agree with Paimon.
I'm not sure I understand, but I appreciate your kindness, Aunt Rhine-daughter.
He is adorable. Oh my god.
Ahem. And that's all Master Rhine-daughter has to say.
Good work, Sebas. Can't be easy being you.
A cat that can imitate someone else's voice is just as strange to witness as the first time.
Well, do not be so shocked. I am hardly an ordinary cat.
Was he really imitating her voice, or was she just speaking through him?
In fact, from a biological standpoint, I am no cat at all, but rather an alchemical being. You wouldn't consider yourself a specter simply because you float in the air like one, surely.
A specter? What are you trying to say, mister?
I love it when Paimon gets compared to other things. She's been called a specter before, too.
Oh, I know. Sebas is implying that you are...
Maybe don't finish that thought, Durin.
What thought? Hey!
Oh, and considering how Master Rhine-daughter's message ended, I suppose this technique is useless now. I'll just destroy it.
Yeah. It's not needed anymore, is it?
Few and far between are the people that can make her reconsider. Quite the impressive feat, young man. With that done, I'll be going now. I have another message to pass along.
Another
Perhaps we'll
one?
meet again sometime.
To who? Mondstadt! Oh my god. Okay. So we've unlocked his thing. That's very exciting. Oh. Wow, they put us right inside the gates. At an interesting angle, too. This is not a teleport spot. And they have us looking at, Catherine. Hi, Flora. You scare me. So, okay. I very quickly want to review those talents. Oh my god, we can finally activate them. Let's see. So, Durin's talent that we just unlocked. After completing Witch's homework, Durin will become Hexiray. When the party includes at least 2 Hexiray, you will gain the Hexiray effect. And for him, increases all effects of the Ascension talent Light Manifest of the Divine Calculus, except for the duration, by 75%. So, let's go look at that thing. Let's just do it over here. For Light Manifest of the Divine Calculus, Durin will buff depending on the form of his burst. For the Dragon of White Flame, which I believe is skill mode, after party members trigger Burning, Overloaded, Pyro Swirl, or Pyro Crystallized, or deal Pyro damage or Dendro damage to an opponent affected by Burning, very specific, that opponent's Pyro resistance and the resistance for the corresponding element involved in the reaction are decreased by 20%. Okay, so basically, if you do Burning, Overloaded, Pyro Swirl, or Pyro Crystallize, you will automatically get a resistance debuff for the opponent on Pyro and either Dendro, Electro, Anemo, or Geo, respectively. Or if an opponent is burning, and you deal more Pyro or Dendro damage, then you will get Pyro and Dendro resistance decrease, I believe. Because from the grammar here, does the opponent have to be burning in order for all of this to happen? I don't think so. I think that's what this on an opponent or deal is about. Now, I assume also that they don't stack, because theoretically, if they stacked, you could trigger Burning, get a Pyro and Dendro resistance decrease, and then deal Pyro or Dendro damage, and get an additional 20% decrease. They probably don't stack, would be my assumption. Just interesting way to phrase this. They just really want to support Dendro for some reason. Okay. Anyway. Dragon of Dark Decay? Or maybe it's because Burning is kind of a very long status effect. And so they need to differentiate that from other more instantaneous effects. Anyways. Dark Decay, which is skill and then attack mode. Vaporize is increased by 40% and Melt is increased by 40% for Durin specifically, which will work incredible with Lowen, right? Not Lohen, but Lowen. Once he's Hexirayed. Because already these two are a very scary team, considering that this guy's level 40. Like, yeah, very scary team. Okay, so that's Durin. And now, where's Albedo? Because I actually don't know what his Hexirayed stuff does, because I haven't been able to activate it yet. Book of Blinding Light. Hexiray, 2 characters, Hexiray. When Albedo hits an opponent with his elemental skill, within 20 seconds of using an elemental skill, it will generate a silver isotoma, which lasts for 10 seconds. When there are no solar isotomas, which is his skill, on the field, and as long as he's not downed, a single silver isotoma will begin generating transient blossoms. There can be up to 2 silver isotomas on the field at any one time. Okay, so basically, it's going to increase the instances of solar isotoma damage. Additionally, after you're creating a solar isotoma... Oh, whoa! It's going to buff various attacks by 4% of his defense for every 1,000. Oh no, by 4% for every 1,000 defense he has. God, he only has like 1,600, so only 4%. Rip. The maximum increase that can be achieved this way is 12%. So if you have 3,000 defense... How do you even get 3,000 defense? Wow. I guess from food buffs? And like temporary on-field buffs, like if you have a Geo team, and then you use like Itlua's and Goro's ultimates or something. I actually don't know if either of those buff defense, but you get the idea, right? Anyhow, after generating silver isotoma, Hexiray party members are increased by 10% for every 1,000 defense. Up to 30. And once again, I'm going to go ahead and assume these don't stack. Okay, very cool. What is your defense? Oh, it's 2,000! Really? I had no idea. I think I switched one of his artifacts back. Yeah, I think I took him off of this one, which I had him on for... what is it called? Lunar crystallized purposes. Yeah. And there's the other one I could put him on, but I have him here for the crit rate. Here's his stats right now. Anyway, so I'm super excited to test those two guys out. Should I do that now, or should we go on to our next Hexi-Ray? Let's see. Oh, wait, actually we need to go back in there. The question is then, who do we want to do for Hexi-Ray next? Maybe like the first person I see who's Hexi-Rayed. Mona! Talents. Few quests. Oh, Venti. I do really want to do Venti's. Maybe we'll do Mona and then Venti if we can fit it in. And then you three, I don't use as much anymore. I do use Fischl a decent amount. And I hear the Razor buff is very good. So maybe. Oh man, Razor, I do miss using Razor. So maybe we will do. We'll see how many we can fit in. Let's just see where we should go. Do I have enough resin to do a ley line? I think I've already done my resin for the day, but I've already maxed out my battle pass, so who cares? Oh, and I've also got a lot of, transient resin at the moment. Yeah, let's do a ley line. Okay. Oh my gosh, doing a ley line in Mondstadt, it's been a long time. Wait, on the other hand, what if it's over, like, instantly, though? That wouldn't be a very good test of the thing. Well, if it is, we can go fight something else. Okay. Just these two on the team. Let's see, Durin. If I do this... Yeah, look, his sword is glowing. Which means it's active. Very cool. Yours isn't, because I don't have your gosh darn signature. Anyways. Let's do this.
Burst forth.
So one, and then I need to do a second one to get a silver isotoma.
Come into being.
Oh, look, it's a little ghosty flower. Oh my god, very cool, very cool. And now we have two. We can have up to two on the field at any one time. Okay, so that's what they look like. They're not doing anything because he has to get
burst forth.
Coordinated attacks basically going. Yeah, you know what? Immediately, I kind of want to go fight something that's a little bit harder to fight, actually. I want these. Oh, I'm frozen. Is there another one over here? Yeah, here it is. What's a good thing to fight? Something that has, like, a mob feel to it? Oh my god, did those guys set off the things on their own, or was that because of the flowers? That's hilarious. Yeah, something that has a mob feel to it, but has HP like a boss. Because otherwise, oh my god, I won't be able to test their damage buffs. What? Yeah, Albedo's damage is definitely up right now. Holy cow. That's awesome. Nope. Ooh. I'm trying to brainstorm things to fight. Wow! Wow! No, seriously, his skill damage is super up. I don't... Like... I feel like the highest skill damage he gets that I've seen... Wait, I don't actually need this. That I've seen has been in the low 40s. But that's with, like, a full team, a Zhongli geo-resistance reduction because of his shield, and, like, an Eat Lua buff. But that's, you know, just on the lunar stuff. So, yeah, his stuff is definitely up already. That is super awesome! Let me fight something a little bit more hardy. But something that's hard to fight. I could go to the Abyss? What do you have to serve today? But if we're going to the Abyss, maybe I should wait till I have more Hexi-Ray characters. On the other hand, it's nice to just have two to test at this moment. I want something that's got, like, a lot of people. That's not too bad. First half here? I could do the first half there. What's going on over here? Well, this is level is too low. Level 80. Oh, target defense. Ew, get out of here. Okay. let's go do another Hexi quest. And as we're doing this other Hexi quest, I will brainstorm things that I could be fighting. That's the plan. That's the plan. I'm sticking to it. Let's get on with Mona. Yeah? Okay. Talents. Witch's Eve. View quest. Accept quest. Following the hints in the dictionary, you and Paimon decide to deliver the assignment to Mona. It should be a simple task, or so it seems. Very mysterious quest description here. A dry well doth not reflect the stars. That's a cool name. Wait a second. Wrong party. I'm very proud of my parties. I've got Wildcard here, which is the one that's transformable. Whenever I need to just make up a party, I put it here. I've got my Friendship party. I've got my Max Farming party, complete with a Scoffier. Usually I have Ningguang here so I can find ores, but I know where all the ores are now. So I have her here so that once a week I can make food. That's literally it. Rocks fall, everyone dies. Eat the West, sometimes I swap out with Venti, as you know. Hyper Bloom, which I haven't used in ages, but they're still here. This is my Shatter team. I have a lot of thoughts about Kazuha and the Shatter team. You should try this if you have these characters. It rules. And then this is a team that if I just want to give them experience to naturally level them. And then this is a team specifically for Withering Zones. Because Withering Zones have annoyed me so much that I have found my optimal team for them. And I have a dedicated team for it. I don't even use Wildcard. I just have a dedicated team. Memories of wandering into Withering Zones and thinking to myself, oh, I can take this with this random exploration party I have thrown together right now. No. No. Withering Zones are brutal. Let's go to Mona's house. Hello, Mona. Hello from a distance, I guess, Mona. Oh!
We have something for you.
Oh my gosh, she came outside.
Oh, Traveler Paimon, you're full of energy today.
I could say the same to you.
You have something for me, you said? Is it some quick and easy way to make Mora by any chance?
Yeah. No, it's not.
Well, actually, it's some kind of task from your master.
Yeah, that's a hard no. But I guess I don't have a choice, huh? An enterprising spirit is important and all that. I just know it's going to be torture, though. I know that old hag all too well.
I love Mona's voice. It's been so long since we've heard it, but her delivery is always so fun.
Why don't you just take a look first?
Look at our magical dictionary.
Huh. This book doesn't seem so special to me.
Just wait until it starts floating and glowing.
Whoa.
Just wait.
Letters just fell out of it.
Ooh.
Oh, maybe she's trying to reconcile with you?
I don't know, 3 letters? I feel like I can feel her yelling at Mona from here.
No idea. Either way, it looks like I'm supposed to open these 3 letters in order. Well, let's start with the first one. If this is her task, it should be okay for us all to read. Come on, let's see what this is about.
Oh, how long it's been, my student. I'm afraid to report that getting up and about is becoming harder and harder these days.
Oh dear. Or do you think she's just trying to get Mona to lower her
The
guard?
sympathy card. She could have tried to make it sound a bit more genuine at least.
Uh-huh.
Remember when I would chase you and you would run for dear life, trying to use that hydro phantom of yours to distract me? Oh, seems like it was just yesterday.
It's funny because now I'm picturing Barbaloth running after her. On one hand, sounds like fun. On the other, oh my god, Mona, what did you do?
Now you're off on your own, and I laze the days away in my rocking chair. I really should get some exercise again.
Ooh, she's not just playing the sympathy card, she's playing the I miss you card. That one's hard to counter.
Well, then get it some other way, you old hag.
On second thought, this seems kind of private.
Now, I'm sure you're curious as to the purpose of this letter. And to that, I say this. If you want to learn how to predict the fate of an entire kingdom, or even the entire world. Head to Sumeru and search for the gate to an underground kingdom. Once there, open the second letter.
I'm sorry, what? Wait. I was caught up on the Sumeru parks. I'm like, there's no way they're gonna send us to Sumeru in the middle of this, right? These quests are usually pretty short. They're usually... We're going to Sumeru? Wait. Are you sending us to Conria? Oh my god. Wait, Mona. I'm suddenly remembering how in Mona's story quest she was able to unlock the door to her apartment, and that's why she lives there now. Mona, if you, for some reason, can open the door to Conria... To be fair, it just says find the gate, basically, and then open the letter once you're there, but, like... Wait. We're going to get the knowledge of how to predict the fates of entire worlds? Like, we know they were working on that in Conria. Excuse me? What?
Huh.
No way, right?
Knows how to lure people in, that's for sure. Is she serious about passing on her secret technique?
Ooh. And so, apparently Barbeloth has this ability already herself. Not surprising. I wouldn't be surprised, also, if she one day passes it on to Mona as her prized... I almost said prized daughter, but prized pupil. There's no way she's opening that door, right? It's probably just go there, read the letter, go somewhere else. I would love for her to open the door, but there's no way.
She really is getting old.
You two have such a weird dynamic. When you talk about sentimental stuff, you fight. But when it comes to dry academic stuff, you get all emotional. Anyway, this gate to an underground kingdom sounds familiar.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Wait, you've heard of it?
Though I will say, I still believe that the gate that we found was basically a side gate. There's no way that's the main entrance, right?
Yeah, it should be the same one we're thinking of.
My reasoning for that is because, one, the path to it goes through a factory. If that was the main gate that they used for people going in and out, any merchants, any visiting dignitaries, there's no way they'd have them go through a research facility. You know, it doesn't have the grandeur, it doesn't have the safety, and additionally, there might be secrets in that research facility. Actually, there were secrets in that research facility, we know that. So unless they had people go through there as kind of like an intimidation factor, I highly doubt that that was the main entrance. I still think it's a side gate, meant for easy passage for civilians, for workers, and for evacuation, potentially. My other reasoning for this is because going up to that gate, there isn't a lot of infrastructure when it comes to roads. There's that giant pit in front of it, in fact. Now, that might be due to damage over time, but this world is covered in ruins, and particularly underground, ruins would survive a long time. But there's no paved path, right? Heading up to that gate. So it feels like it's not one meant for heavy traffic, is my whole point. There might have been like a rope bridge over that chasm at one point that has since rotted away. But that's a little bit of a tangent. My point being, we know of a gate. I just don't think it's the main gate. But technically, B didn't say find the main gate, so hopefully this one works.
Perfect. I don't even need to investigate then. Oh, that means no hired guide, no lodging, no shelling out Mora left and right.
Happy to be of service.
Come on, there's no time to waste. Let's go.
And since you didn't mention a transportation fee just now, Paimon's guessing that means...
Yep, same method as usual. Let's go.
We're walking. Oh my god. Whoa. Whoa. Hydromancy splash screen. Literally splash screen.
This brings
You're
back
kidding
memories
me.
of summertime. It's actually kind of refreshing.
Only Paimon could look upon the gate that gives you the achievement. What was it? Something something despair? And say, it's kind of refreshing. But, oh god, that just completely distracted me. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I can suddenly picture a 4-month road trip with Mona, all the way through the Sumeru Desert, pit stop in Sumeru City to say hi to friends, restock on supplies, of course go through... Not Pardis DI, what's the other place called? Anyways, through the desert, to the gates of Dari. Well, I guess we're there now.
So,
4 months later.
This is the gate to the ancient kingdom of Conria.
Yep, that's the one. Oh wait, so there was a path. Okay. That's the sort of thing I was picturing. There are stairs. Interesting that they go into the pit, though. How do they get back out of the pit? Just a fantastic spot, though. The lighting, the ambiance, the way the stones and the roots reach towards the doors. Amazing.
I'm sure a lot of secrets and tragedies lie behind it.
Well, let's open the second letter.
Let me see here. Yep, it's this one.
I am so curious, why send us here? Before we read the letter.
As the ancient Sumeru saying goes, rote knowledge bears no fruit until it is watered with the showers of wisdom. With that in mind, there is a phenomenon in this land known as the sign of Apausha.
Oh, that's how you say that? Whoops. But yeah, we've encountered that. We've heard a little bit more about it.
It is a celestial mark that burns in response to an all too ardent desire for the truth. In that sense, perhaps it's more fitting to call it a sign of truth instead.
Whoa. Really reminding me about that artifact set that we read. People seeking the truth, right?
The records of this ancient kingdom state there are several large subterranean lakes in Conria, clear and calm as mirrors, whose surfaces reflect the true stars.
Very cool.
This is because the sign of truth created in the water is able to bypass the false sky and connect to the outer universe.
And this does seem to be... Actually, I was going to say this does seem to be an attribute of water. Because of hydromancy. But on the other hand, Mona has mentioned at some point that all hydro-astrologers know about the false sky, or at least she was taught about it. And so, I believe the implication there was she was taught about it in order to adjust her readings for accuracy, to account for it, which means that it's interrupting her readings. So my thought is, I wonder if it is indeed that hydromancy can just bypass the false sky. Or is it that, on the surface of Teyvat, it doesn't, but it does under the surface of Teyvat, because technically, under the surface means you're in the Dark Sea? I wonder. That would make a lot of sense with my current understanding of what constitutes the Dark Sea, and why it is the way it is. That would imply that, in Conria, they were outside of the gaze of the heavenly principles, at the very least, and the effect of that false sky, which is why their lakes reflected the truth. And then meanwhile, on the surface of Teyvat, people like Mona have to account for the false sky in order to find the truth through it.
I had no idea.
To observe the gravitational forces and influence of celestial bodies, one must be able to see past the false sky. Only by obtaining these cosmic parameters can one predict the fate of this world.
Yeah, it's sounding more and more like Mona's hydromancy has had to deal with the false sky. I believe we heard her perspective on it during Unreconciled Stars. Oh my god, what was that, a 1.1 event? 1.2? The way she said things, it sounded like she had heard of it because of her master, but she hadn't realized that it was really a real thing. Which to me implies that her master might have told her how to read her divinations accurately, but hadn't explained exactly why she had to read it that way. I.e., that she was working around a false sky in the process. And now it seems like Barbeloth has brought Mona here in order to give her a chance to do some hydromancy that is entirely uninterrupted. Which tells me, are we going to find a lake down here? Is that what this pit is? Are we going to uncover a lake? Surely it would be inside the doors. You're not sending us through those doors, are we?
Now, my task for you is as follows. Open a sign of truth in front of the gate to Conria.
You want us to open an, how did she say it? Apausha? Wait, how did she say it?
As the ancient Sumeru saying goes, rote knowledge bears no fruit until it is watered with the showers of wisdom. With that in mind, there is a phenomenon in this land known as the sign of Apausha.
Apausha, okay. You want us to Apausha?
The rest is a Bunch of stuff about the ceremony the old hag came up with to summon this thing.
Okay, okay. It seems like she wants Mona to recreate the Conrian version without a lake and without going inside. But why? Probably to teach her what it looks like, how to use it. Why here? Why not back in Mondstadt? Well, maybe we'd get in trouble if we did it in Mondstadt. Or get someone else in trouble. Get Mondstadt in trouble.
Trees and runes. Paimon's not even gonna try to make sense of it.
Aw, I wish they would show us.
So, what do you say, Mona? Are you gonna attempt it?
Please do.
Well, I hate to admit it, but it looks like the parameters she came up with could work.
I wonder if maybe those parameters require us being in this exact place and time in order to do it. But still, why here?
Frankly, this prospect is quite exciting, and heading back now will just cost me another night of lodging, so no better time than the present.
Go for it. I want to see
Emissaries of
this.
the enduring stars, wanderers over ecliptic and equatorial plains, radiant celestial brethren.
Mm-hmm.
Traverse the twisted paths of the cavernous void. I, Mona Magistus the astrologist, invoke the power of Hydro to balance the scales.
Oh man, wait, I should translate those letters. And what's that symbol in the middle? What is that? That's new, isn't it?
By wisdom and truth, let the thirst be relieved. I, Mona Magistus the astrologist, summon you, O stars, to stand before me.
Oh, she did her ultimate. I love it.
Did it work?
Did it work? Oh. Are these...
How did that happen?
Is this a vision that she invoked, or are we being attacked?
No dice. The sign of truth only opened long enough for the monsters to slip through.
Oh, we should try again. Also, wait. These are... Well, now that I think about it, these are monsters from Natlan, aren't they? Fascinating. If she opened the sign of truth, and the sign of truth goes through the stars...
The real stars at all. Whatever. I'll just take it out on you.
Did these guys just sneak in from the abyss that's around to take that? Is that what happened?
Ceremony
Trial Mona?
but the old hag's new theory seems workable.
Let me see what they've given me so I know what I'm working with. Once again, Skyward Atlas. Interesting. The favor of the clouds. Oh. I don't think Mona has a signature, but I bet it would be this, if she did. Cool. Okay. Artifacts. Okay, she's still in buffing mode. C3. Oh my god, I just realized I have no idea what my own Mona is in terms of constellations. I think she's also C3. Oh, no, she's C5. I love my Mona. Okay. But that means I think she'll have...
I have a better grasp of hydromancy now. And the perfect test subjects to test it on.
Okay. Because I know the main thing that she does is she does an attack... Who is swirling me? Stop swirling me. Oh, hey, you've got a Void Ward, so I've got to hit you with my skill while I still have it. You are not Mona. Here she is. Oh my god, with these delayed damage things. Okay. Let's get you out of here. Okay, great. And then back to... Wait, where'd the guy with the ward go? Oh my god, I got him out of here at some point.
Shadows of fate.
Oh, I see. Right. You guys transform. That's where you went. Oh, you are the wrong character. I wanted to do Mona, actually. Get her buff going, and then see if I can get my ultimate off and get some extra damage. Ooh, Mona did a lot of damage there, actually. Hooray! Are you going to try again?
Well, the old hag said to open the third letter once it was all said and done. But I couldn't make it work. So, should I still open it?
Can you try again? Or do those parameters indeed require that exact moment in time and now it's passed?
You know, Paimon thinks she understands your dynamic a lot better now. Look, she didn't say you had to successfully complete the ceremony, so you can open it. It'll be fine.
I'm a little nervous about this last one, actually.
I guess. All the same, I doubt she has anything nice to say.
You'll never know unless we read it, right?
If you're reading this, it means you attempted to open the sign of truth.
Yes?
Seriously?
What?
I can't believe you actually tried it.
What?
What are you laughing at, you old hag?
Oh my god. She got us. Do we maybe need one of those lakes? She looked at the parameters though. Mona said she thought they checked out. Oh, that's a little sad.
Conria was home to several lakes of stars, rendering the fabric of space in that area comparatively unstable. As a result, attempts to break through the firmament through non-physical means were more likely to succeed.
That's interesting. That might explain why she had us come here in order to try this. We needed that instability. But at the same time, she didn't expect it to work?
In any case, I knew this place was well hidden and wouldn't be frequented by too many people. As such, any negative effects of failing to open the sign of truth would remain small scale.
What? B?
And of course, as my student, I felt sure you would have the chops to deal with the abyssal creatures that roam beyond the false sky.
She simultaneously has so much confidence in Mona. And, like, her plan here, you know, she's making sure we and others around us will be safe by doing it here. She's giving us all the tools we need to succeed. But then why did she laugh at her?
Even if you couldn't beat them, I am certain you could outrun them. You always were fast on your feet.
Look how angry Mona is.
Ah,
sorry,
connecting
Mona.
hydromancy to the kind of wisdom that quenches thirst. Truly, my genius knows no bounds.
What on earth?
The practical application of the scry glass has also reduced disturbances caused by the false sky. I'd like to see Alice try and top that.
Oh. So this whole time, did you really bring us here to have us do a little bit of housekeeping, basically? Mona cuts it off there. Apparently the old hag proceeds to brag for a further few thousand words. After sorting through the observation results, you all return to Mondstadt. What on earth? And that's the whole thing. Mona just goes home without another word. Ah. It does feel a little painful. It does feel a little sad. But at the same time, I do feel like that does encapsulate their relationship. It's a little prickly, but at the same time not actively toxic? I don't know. There's a strange feeling to it that's simultaneously familiar and comforting and supportive, but also they're constantly challenging each other, you know? I guess that's what it is. Anyhow, what on earth? Let's read what she now has, shall we? Mona, there she is. New talent. She's now a Hexerate character. When her normal attack or charge attacks hit an opponent, she gains 1 stack of Astral Glow of Mercury. You know, Mercury is an element. It's also a planet. Interesting name to use in Tevat. Is Tevat in a solar system, now that I think about it? We saw Tevat's star the other time. I wonder if there's other planets. Anyhow, max 3 stacks. When other party members trigger Vaporize, they will be consumed, and they will increase the damage by 5% each. When Mona's normal attacks or charge attacks hit an opponent, the enemy's Omen duration is extended by 2 seconds, up to 8. And Omen is the sign from her ultimate. Applies Omen, which gives a damage bonus when you are hitting it. Yeah. So, basically, interesting. So you can increase the duration of her buff, essentially. And Vaporize specifically. Okay, curious. A little bit specific, but I feel like if you use her in a Vaporize team, I could see it working well with the flow of the rotation, potentially. That on-fielding requirement does concern me a little bit, but it's a little buff to her buff, even if you don't have her on the field for that long. Okay, cool. So there's 2 people, huzzah! Do we want to... How are we doing on time? Okay. Let's test these guys out. I do think we'll go to here. And let's just give it a whirl. See how it goes. Okay. Here, was it the one? No, not here. Let me just give this a try. If these guys don't end up being very good opponents because they're only level 80, maybe we shall try to do something else. But let's see. Oh god, what did I even... I don't remember what I used in this... in this, abyss. I've already done it, as you can see, up through, stage 11, whatever it's called. Wrong person. Well, actually, should I? Just for the sake of actually seeing what their damage looks like where I use them in a team. It'd be something like... Where is Albedo? Where is he? Oh, there he is. I could do this. I guess we'll throw Mona into. There she is. In which case, I should probably rearrange to be like that. Okay. Interesting team I've never tried before, so we'll see how it goes. And then I literally just need to throw 4 random people into the second team, because we will not be going to the second chamber. Okay, let's just see how it is. Let's do something that doesn't buff us, so that we can kind of see what it's like. We'll do healing effectiveness. None of these guys are healers. Let's see.
Now it's your turn.
Let me scry.
Do a little bit of this. Immediately go into his ultimate. Bring this in so we have 2 silver flowers. And... Oh. Darn it! Wait, I didn't see the damage. I was focusing too much on doing the stuff that I didn't actually look at the damage. Was the damage good? How do I test this damage? Wait, no, there's a damage tester! I'm a fool! Okay, okay. That went by too quickly. We're going to the Miliasher damage tester. I know you exist. I've used you before. I've got you starred. You're over here somewhere. Here? Is it this one? No, that's not the one with the dummy. I really like this one, but there's the one with the dummy that I really... There you are. Okay. Okay. Do you ever think you'd see Miliastra reappear in the videos? I should show you guys my... Oh my god, I should show you what I've been up to with Miliastra. It's kind of entertaining, if I do say so myself. Where is she? Where is she? Wow! There she is, okay. And you. Okay.
A walk would be nice.
That's the team. Now, I'm not good at using this stage. I don't come in here frequently. All I do is I always change this thing to a Ruin Guard, was it? Because they have resistances that I'm just used to. I always use them so I have the standard resistances for everything. Okay. Start. Alright, one of these. One of those. A little bit of this. Okay.
Written in the stars.
I'll do some of these just so that we get vaporized damage up, maybe? Oh, did you see that? 83! Ah, 96! Oh, I'm delighted. I am overjoyed, in fact. This is delightful. Okay. Because Albedo's main damage comes from his flowers, at least with the way that I play him. And so to get more instances of damage with the silver guys, and that damage has been heightened, I can tell. This is fantastic. Do I get her ultimate? Ah, almost, but not quite. Okay, I'm just gonna do one more rotation. I'm kind of taking a look at Durin's damage now. This is not a team that really prioritizes Durin doing damage. So it doesn't look like it's much increased, which makes sense to me. Even with Mona's additional buff, unfortunately. But that's okay.
Let me scry.
Wait, I don't have Zhongli's shield, which means I'm not getting his buff or his resistance reduced. Ah, yeah, there it is. Okay, yeah. So if I've got Zhongli's pillar and the flower on the field,
delved into destiny.
We get a nice amount of damage increase for Albedo. Oh, I'm delighted. That 63 being kind of the average. Well, let's see. Yeah, I think the simple pulses are what are doing the 34. That might even be from Zhongli himself.
Gather.
And it looks like the flowers are doing the higher numbers. Yeah, yeah. Each time the flower goes out, 54. That is fantastic. I am delighted. How do I end this stage? I don't remember. Wait. Oh, there it is. You! There's probably a way to do it where I could, like, actually see the stats, but I don't remember. Alright, let's head back to Teyvat. Ah, the Fatui, those guys. They can even take apart ruin guards? Impressive. Alright, now why is Vega dying? I think it's from the Abyss guys we just fought. Let's head over here. Ah, nice and sunny. Alright, so let's call it there for now. Want to balance out after Durin's story quest being a bit longer than I anticipated. Wow, I can talk today. So that'll be all for now. Next time we'll do that other Nicole quest and the rest of the Hexi Ray. I think we can definitely finish those there. And then we'll be done with this little portion of our mission. Oh my god, and then we're heading to Lantern Ray. Oh, we do have some other stuff to do in Nodcry though. Okay, so lots of things to do, but focus next time will be Hexi Ray and Nicole. And then once we get through that stuff, we'll just continue on. Oh wait, before Lantern Ray, I want to do Chen Yuvei. Oh my god, okay. Lots to do. Don't worry about it. We'll get through it all in the end. So, for now, we are done here. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm really enjoying these Hexi Ray quests. I feel like they're well done. They're very short, which is nice because for me, that makes them a lot less stressful. You know, when I open that menu, I'm like, oh my god, I've got like 6 quests to do. Ah, luckily they're very short. So I'm appreciating that. But at the same time, they're very precious. I think a big part of that is we get to talk to the Hexenzirkel, which is an incredibly rare opportunity. And the things that the Hexenzirkel witches are saying to us are very good insights to their character, to their missions, to their relationships with the characters in question. So all in all, I think these Hexi Ray quests have been very well designed. And I'm really appreciating how the game has done it. You know, they could have just given us these buffs, but I, for one, am really appreciating these quests. So, this is nice. In summary, I'm thoroughly enjoying being back in Mondstadt, seeing Mondstadt again, hearing the music again, talking to these characters again. And then the additional cherry on top. That is the Hexenzirkel and their secrets. I am particularly excited for Venti's next time as well. I feel like we've got Hexenzirkel secrets and Venti secrets. Like, I don't even know who the Hexenzirkel witch and his could possibly be. Maybe Alice. But I'm not sure on that. It would be cool to hear from another Hexenzirkel witch that we haven't heard from before. That would be such a treat. So, particularly looking forward to that one. But at the same time, I'm also really looking forward to Sucruses and Razors because I don't know who the witch in those could be. Who's taken those guys under her wing? I'm not entirely sure. I assume that they probably divided the quests up pretty well between the different Hexenzirkel members, so I wouldn't be surprised if Sucruses is the other one that Rhindaughter hinted at. Right? Right? She hinted at another one. Because alchemy, you know? So, yeah. These are delightful, and I hope you guys enjoyed them as well. As always, if there's something interesting that you'd like to add based off of what we learned here today, please feel free to share. When we've got these Hexenzirkel crumbs, we've got to catch every thread that we can. So, always looking forward to more fun facts about the Hexenzirkel or things that they mentioned that I didn't quite pick up on. In the meantime, though, yes, we are done here. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Big shout out to our Patreon supporters, Jay Blakewood, Konorsard, Power of Chaos, Mary, Edu, Jubrilia, the loyal servant of Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, Ruru, Axel Iron, Jay Quellen, Lunar, Mathsan, Marcin, Marcus, Sal, Don't Call It, Brian, Warp, Summer, Mo, Lizaria, Kagura, and all of our anonymous patrons. Thank you all so much, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye now!